I'm sure by now you've all seen it or heard it. Brad rolled the truck.
Hey, wait a minute. Welcome to Riding Shotguns Adventures.
Hi, Riding Shotgun. You've all seen or heard about it, but Brad rolled the truck.
I didn't roll it, I flopped it.
I mean, slowly fell over.
Yeah. It was,
I mean, it happens, right?
The B2 was tired. It wanted a nap.
Mm.
The roof really took the grunt of it. It caved in like a pancake. As you can see, we definitely need a cage. It's going to be getting a cage. Fortunately, our buddy John Deeroff had a sweet hydraulic farm jack made by ARP and jacked the roof back up and got it so that we could drive it out.
Make it so the kid can fit back in the back seat, because we did have the kid with us this time. He wasn't in the vehicle. None of us were in the vehicle. It was just Brad. Yep. But at least we were able to drive out of there with the child in the back seat without it being caved in.
So the time that was on the side, one or more of the cylinders filled with oil or got enough oil in it where it wouldn't crank. So we had to pull all the plugs, and it wound up being the rear two on each bank were full of oil. Once we blew that oil out, put the plugs back in, fired right up.
Needless to say, it's not what we had planned, and our trip got cut short.
Yes.
So
it was very disappointing.
Yes, it was disappointing, but the truck wasn't running quite right, and it was compromised, and we felt the best thing was for us to go home.
So, I mean, we wanted to stay. There was a lot of issues, ranging from the driver's tire kept getting flat or going flat. We didn't know what was going on with that until like almost when we got home.
Well,
we knew it was going flat.
We knew it was going flat. Didn't know where the leak was at. But then when we got home, it's like, oh, I got a nice gash on the inside of the sidewall. And when we went to leave to go back to base camp, apparently I didn't have one of the spark plug wires routed right, and it got hooked on one of the set pins or set screws on the steering shaft. And as I was turning, it ripped the spark plug wire off. So now I've only run on 7 cylinders. So yeah, it was just
glass was blowing in our face. The whole thing was just kind of a problem at that point.
Yeah.
So cut our trip short. We wrapped up the truck and we headed home in a rainstorm, where of course we had a trailer tire blow on the way home and the cover shredded.
We got the rain driving home, but the guys who were still wheeling on Saturday said they saw it come and it just blew over them and they had no rain. Lucky them. I'm glad they didn't get rain.
We made it home from about upper 70s when we left to almost freezing and some snow when we got back. Next, we had to get it to fit in the garage because the roof in its current state was too jacked to fit in. It was too tall for the garage because it pointed up.
It barely fit to begin with, and in process of jacking it back up, they went a little overboard. But so we had Brandon go up there and jump up and down, and his little flyweight didn't do it. I got up there and 5-pound sledge and just started beating on the roof, and that really didn't do anything either. So we're like, all right, well, I guess we're just going to flatten the tires and drive it in on flat tires, and got it in the garage. And then we went to town.
And it was time to open the tailgate and start working on the interior. Opening of the trunk.
Ooh, look how bent that thing is. That rod is bent.
The rod, yeah. It's very crunchy.
I wonder if I should take this off right now too.
And we considered doing a full body swap. The one that our buddy John Sherwin found
from Rooted 906.
Yes. His co-worker's brother worked at a shop that they had one that they were going to just take the body off and you only use the frame. And so we went and looked at it, and
I mean, the color was really cool. I really liked the color.
Yeah, we
but the cage setup was not exactly what we were looking for. It just didn't suit our needs. And then you found holes, and
It would have worked, but I still would have had to done a lot of work to the wheel wells on that one, even though
I mean, we had fenders, quarters, rear hatch already, and doors. So I was like, what are we sitting on these for? Like, what's the point? We might as well use them. And I saw another Bronco when we pulled in the lot, and I was like, what's with that one over there? Who can we talk to about that?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing with it?
There
And
was-
what if we can just cut the roof off?
there was another B2 in the lot that was basically stripped. It had no doors, all the glass, well, the windshield was still in it,
Yeah.
but the side glass was there. It didn't have a lift gate. The dash was already ripped out of it. It was, the rocker panels were completely gone. And I'm like, but that roof looks pretty good. Let's see if we can. And then bells and light bulbs went off. And it's like, what if we just do a chop top and just replace just the top? So
we got the guy over there that owned it, and he came out, and we told him what was going on, and made a deal.
Yep. So we went back the following weekend and cut the top off, brought it back.
And it was only like a few day turnaround since we'd been home. I think we had only been home like 3 or 4 days when John had said something to us about, hey.
I don't know. It might have been a week or so, but it was relatively quick.
So John and Brad headed off together to go cut this top off.
So here we are at down in Romulus, where we looked at a Bronco way over there that had a cage in it, but we didn't like it. And he had this one, and I'm like, that roof looks decent enough to cut off and graft onto ours. So the game plan is I'm going to graft ours in. Well, I've got new quarters. I'm going to put new quarters on mine, because mine are all banged up anyways, or whatever I got to do to make this top work on my quarters.
Cut.
So, okay.
We got this damn jet
Oh.
flying over.
Well, that tells us we're by the airport then.
We are.
All right.
All right. Action.
Action. So, plan is graft it at this, so we cut it down here. We're retaining the cowl with the windshield. The main purpose is so I could still have a factory windshield. The roof, who knows what's gonna, from the cab back, may be gone anyways once the cage gets put in. Yes, it will be a EXO hybrid type of cage. We'll have a main hoop on the inside, probably behind the driver's seat in the very rear. We're going to go EXO up the pillar, down the fender to the frame, tie that all in, exit, do all the fancy shit. Main purpose is just so I can get back on the road, wheeling in a timely manner, and we'll worry about other little things that need to be addressed or improved upon as time goes on. So, now it's time to handle this thing onto the back of Sherwin's
Tomater. Tomater.
Tomater 2. Mm-hmm. All right. Cut.
Meh.
I'm good.
All right, now let's watch us drop this thing
Yeah.
and then be like, oh, we got to go grab that other Bronco.
Hey, how about let's watch us not drop it?
Hey, we cut the firewall. The booster's not strong anymore.
Oh no, because I unfolded the booster and gave me room.
Oh, you did. That's awesome.
Alright, hold on, we got wiring harness.
Yeah. Oh, good thing we put the tools away.
Yeah, which one the cutter's in?
That box has the cutter.
This one?
Yeah. You get it out? Let's hold that back. Garbage.
Then I'm too weak.
part, but it's lower. Just hold it in the middle. Take it right in the middle. Don't leave it here. Okay. Here, I'm gonna just go to the ground, okay? Okay. Ready?
I think.
Going down. Down.
Oh.
It's fine like this.
Yeah, it's fine like this, isn't it?
Alright, line her up. Oh, go this way. Good. There. Mackenzie, don't be showing everybody how out of shape I'm in. This is the part you edit out.
There's gonna be other editing anyways.
We don't need to see all the struggles. I mean, super fast forward. Alright, let's. I think it's strong enough to handle. Hey, Brad.
Hey, what?
Does this bring back memories? Too soon? Too soon? Hasn't even been a week? Oh, you scratched it! Man, that roof is flimsy. Now what?
Right. That's why that roof caved in 2 feet.
Yeah, that's might scratch it. I don't know. I got the grab. That was smart. Somebody putting plywood there
Yeah.
for a different reason. But it slides nice.
Yeah.
All right, Brad. What do you think now?
Well, we have our roof.
There's a roof. Now where are you gonna put that? You should put that in your yard and make it look like it's sunk.
We're gonna load it and put it in the backyard for now, until I get the other roof cut off, and then I'm just gonna set it on top until I gotta get the dash out and all that stuff before I can even start doing the stuff.
Chop yours up and start working on a cage.
Yep.
If you get the glass out of this, are you taking the glass out?
I was gonna leave it in there for now.
Yeah, run it.
I mean, okay, so it's got a little crack in it. Unless it gets worse, it's staying the way it is.
Yeah. So I say cut yours out, get this up on top, and then we'll do measurements for the inside cage and roll from there.
Yep.
Doing some first time Ben Tech fun.
Yeah.
And then I'll try and talk him into doing something cool at the back of it. So in case the back body gets chopped off, it'll look like a cool little buggy. Or a brogy.
Yeah, there you go.
Bronco buggy. Alright. Let's give this guy some money and get out of here.
Yep, sounds good. Peace out. So Ford in their infinite wisdom, these two connectors here go all the way along the inner core support and then into the door. That's where the door connection is, way up here at the core support, instead of going inside the body. Yay! All right, now that we've got the donor roof in our possession, I started to cut the roof apart. You can see what I've done so far inside here. I figured it'd be better than safe than sorry to put some supports in here to keep these at least in the position they're currently in. Whether it's right or wrong, when I go to put the other one on, you still keep it from going in or out more. And I've already got 7/8 of this line cut. I'm going to continue with this one, and then I'm going to, I was going to cut it
was going to cut it way up here, and now I think I'm just going to cut it right here and just be done with back here for now. No sense of keeping this back part. It'll get in the way. So, ow. We're so much closer to a convertible. Wow. The floor was clean before I started. Huh. I just see it. As soon as I tip this thing down, that's going to go boom!
Yeah.
Ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a pickup with a ladder.
We have a short bed Bronco 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, the brogie.
How do you like my hatchback hanger?
What?
It's just barely off the ground. Poopty grow.
Alright, what's going on?
More demolition.
Oh,
We're cutting the rest of the top off.
okay, where are you starting?
Right there.
Where's-
I'm starting right here. I was going to cut it here, but now I decided to cut it here.
Okay.
I measured it on both sides. They're going to be cut the same way. I measured where I cut this one. I'm going to cut the other one at the same height. And then when I'm done, I'm going to tape all that shit up so that hopefully no one gets hurt.
Okay.
Mainly me.
Yeah, got track record today.
Yeah. Ow!
Already?
Yeah.
See, this is why you need gloves.
I should be wearing gloves, you're right. Damn f***ing screws for the snaps, man.
Got eye protection? Eye protection, hand protection. You should just be in a bubble at this point.
I need to be in a bubble.
This is a bubble?
If I was in a bubble, the truck would have just and landed back on the wheels.
Oh, that's how you have to make your pipe now. You just have to make it round. So you just roll.
Like the rentals, it's sort of like sand dunes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They got...
It's very flexy on that side.
Yeah.
You want to duct tape it together for 5?
That might not be a bad idea because I don't want...
it crashing down as you're cutting it. Stay together for 5. Smoky. Yeesh.
There was silence.
No, my ears are still ringing.
I know, so are mine.
Knew that was coming. Timber! There it goes.
Much heavier than the other half. Must be that dyno mat we put on there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
God, this is like so much flimsier than the other piece too.
Well, what are you gonna do with it now? You're just putting it outside?
Working on it. Since I don't have a hot knife, I'm making my own. I'm getting rid of the rest of the windshield along the bottom. And I'm using this to cut the urethane.
Watch your back end at the door. Just saying, watch your back end. Alright. Alright, straighten out. Go a little bit more that way. Alright. So I got the truck backed in on purpose so that he can get ready to mount the windshield and the upper roof that we got for donor. What we're going to use is this pulley and 2x4 system that we actually devised for our full-size Bronco to lift that up in the air when we wanted to go topless. Now it's going to be used to set the new top for the B2 on while they fab it and fit it into place and build the roll cage. Fun, fun.
Originally, I didn't know if I was going to keep the whole cowl on the donor roof. That was the original plan, so we made sure we cut enough of that out. But talking with the rest of our group, it was kind of mutually decided it'd be easier if I just grafted it in and the kind of the middle to lower part of the A-pillar. That way I didn't have to pull the dash out, didn't have to try to figure out, cutting the whole cowl out. And
we got to keep our cowl.
yeah,
We didn't have to use the donor cowl. We were kind of worried about VIN numbers too.
and then at that point we didn't have to worry about swapping VIN tags and the legalities that may be involved with VIN tag swap, even though we were kind of informed from a good source that as long as I kept the other VIN tag in the glove box, everything would have been okay. But so after we decided that we weren't going to use the cowl, that's when I went outside and I'm like, all right, let me pull the glass out of the donor roof to make it easier to move and possibly to reuse it, but we're not going to reuse it. It already had a crack. I added one more when I was removing it. I'm not a glass guy.
It was amazing you got it out in one piece is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I was told by a friend, he's like, oh, you just need to use an oscillating tool with a blade. I'm like, so I got a blade and did that. And I was like, oh my God, that made things so much easier. We pulled the truck out of the garage and brought the donor roof in and hung it from the pulley system that I made years ago to take the full-size fiberglass top, the fiberglass top off our full-size Bronco.
Stay on there, or you think they'll slip off?
Oh no, those will stay on there. Those will stay on there.
So,
And once there's pressure, I think it'll.
oh yeah, they'll
That
stay.
can't come off there.
You want to duct tape it on and make you feel better?
That's not bad.
They ain't going nowhere.
No.
Yeah, they're hooked in there good.
The only thing I want to do is lower that.
Unless you want to drill a hole in each one and have a bungee.
I guess
cord
with the rake of the truck and the rake of this.
Oh yeah, that might balance out pretty good actually.
My size sit up higher or something.
Maybe we should take that stupid antenna
I
off.
think it was.
That's caught.
Oh yeah, I was up on this.
Well, he is too.
Are you on the top 2 by 1?
Yeah, move it my way like 4 inches. Well,
There you go.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Show us how you do this.
Now you're just ankled.
Why don't you move in case it does crash down?
I was gonna say it lifts heavier, but we haven't used it in
Feel
a.
pretty confident here.
It has crashed before.
Well, I crashed when I was telling Dan.
It looks like you do have good lag bolts for the.
No, the wire busted once.
I had a wire failure because I didn't have them double clamped. And on the green
Where's the
shit.
little spring pusher kind of tiny though. I don't think that's much heavier than a Bronco top. I've never lifted one.
The Bronco top
No,
is pretty heavy.
it's heavier. The Bronco top is.
Yeah.
Going down to the boat launch.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a good look.
Initially, you were underneath the other cable, so now you're free.
Is that why I kind
Yeah,
of
it was bound up on one of the clamps. Everything's good now. Who would have known it? Just had this sitting here. Now you can
you're using. It's got a little angle to it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
The back might be able to get cocked over a little bit.
Destiny.
Oh, I mean,
All have to
finagle
it. If you had to, you just take the multi-tool and cut off this 2x4 if you want to shift it. Because right now you're buttered up against each 2x4 on each side.
And
Sweet. All right, let's glue her on. Exactly.
yeah, they actually work better. How was my clearance here?
Fine so far. You're just gonna have to duck your head shortly. Just go very slow. You want to see if the seat goes. Yeah, the seat's just going under. Okay, now it's about the front pillars.
Where I'm at.
How far in do you want to be? You're in.
Is there enough room to walk around it?
No, you gotta go back another foot at least. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just have to do the sideways.
You got the rollers too, right? So you can scoot the truck around.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. We know you can see what's behind us. But it's like
More work has been done since everything we just went over in this video, but you'll have to wait for part.
See you then.
Yes.
Bye.